Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Master Series of Ana Beco'ach, Class 3, Week 3. This class, we have a lot of information to cover, more demonstration than information. I wanted to take a moment and congratulate those who took the time and stepped out there and sent me an audio of them pronouncing the first 3 lines of the Ana Beco'ach in Hebrew. That's not a small thing that you all took the time to speak another language, pray in another language. I was very happy and excited to receive the audios and very proud of you all. So tonight we're going to go over before we go into the next line, I want to start with the correction of the soul. This week we are going to do what's called the correction of the soul. First, like to start by saying our clearing prayer. I would like everyone to take a deep breath. Take a couple of deep breaths. Breathe in through the nose and out through your mouth. And receive these words in the ancient tongue. Machshava, habetula, hatehora, harishona. Lifnei ze, haemet. Yud he, vav he. Selah. Now that we said this clearing prayer, once again, this is the thought before the pre-thought. It takes you back to your original state. What's an original state? The energy system before today, what we call, what we experience, stress, anxiety, the day-to-day lifestyle, the hustle and bustle that we have to deal with, your original state. So we just cleared our energy, and now we're going to go into this presentation, which is Tikkun HaNefesh. Tikkun HaNefesh literally means correction of the soul. You can use this Tikkun HaNefesh each day or once a week to create a protection field for your body and immune system. Each part of the body is connected to one of the 4 letters name of God. In Hebrew, of course, we're speaking of the 72 names of God, which we also know that these are attributes. The tetragrammaton, the Hebrew name of God, translated in 4 letters, like the YHWH, or in Hebrew, Yud He, Vav He, or even 3 letters, like when seeing the 72 names of God, they are broken down into sequences of only 3 letters. As you can see and scan each sequence, imagine a guiding beam of light that will penetrate each part of your body. Using your right hand as a guiding tool, visualize these Hebrew letters inside a glowing ball. The following slides will guide you to perform this meditation or prayer into all parts of your body. Enjoy this, and may God bless and heal you with this light and unconditional love. Im Ahava Shlema. Here are the first 4 sequences, the first 4 lines. Up until now, we have meditated, prayed, and practiced the first 3. Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Yud, Taf, Tzadik, Kuf, Resh, Ain, Shin, Taf, Nun. Nun, Gimel, Dalet, Yud, Kaf, Shin. I will go over the fourth line when we get there. Up until now, you have the breakdown of what is a sequence. Again, a sequence is the first letter in each word and each line of the prayer. The prayer is a combination of 7 lines, which each sequence is 6 letters. Now going into placements of the correction of the soul. When scanning the sequences, you start by placing the light at the crown. We always start at the crown, which is our connection directly to source. We open up that connection directly to source. Just like when we just said this clearing prayer, we opened the gateway to go back to our original state, our original energy field. Now we're asking to place the light directly into the crown. When scanning this sequence, you start by placing the light in the crown. You also scan these letters in Hebrew. Yud He, Vav He. You say Yaha, Vaha. Yaha, Vaha. That just opened up the crown. Also, going down, we're placing the light in the right brain, scanning these letters, Yud He, Vav He, saying Yaha, Vaha. I'm going to take a moment and state this. It is very important to state that in Hebrew, you can actually see the exact Hebrew letters, the same Hebrew letters, but they will have a different pronunciation due to the vowels. In time, when I open up my official Hebrew class, I will teach in level 1, recognizing the Hebrew letters as well as the vowels. But as of now, that's why you may see the same Yud He Vav He in Hebrew, but the pronunciation as we go on, putting the light in the different parts of the body, will be different. Once again, placing the light in the right brain, scanning these letters, Yud He, Vav He, saying Yaha, Vaha. Putting light also into the left side of the brain, scanning the Hebrew letters, Yud He, Vav He, saying Yehi, Va He. Yehi, Va He. As you see, the pronunciation changed. Now placing the light in the right eye, scanning the letters Yud He, Vav He, while saying Yud He, Vav He, Yud He, Vav He, Yud He, Vav He, Yud He, Vav He. Here we say this in the right eye 5 times. Going down into the left eye, placing the light in the right eye. Once again, we're saying Yud He, Vav He times 5. Yud He, Vav He, Yud He, Vav He, Yud He, Vav He, Yud He, Vav He. Each pronunciation of the word the best way you can. And if you have a hard time speaking it, pronouncing it, scan them. What is scanning? Look at the word as best you know how. Right to left, because Hebrew is right to left. And scan it, close your eyes and imagine the letters, and it will be just as efficient as pronouncing it. Placing the light in the left ear while scanning the letters. Yud He Vav U He. This time it changed. Yud He Vav U He. We're going down, placing the light in the right shoulder while scanning Yud He Vav He, while saying Ye He Ve He, Ye He Ve He, Ye He Ve He. Placing the light in the shoulder while scanning these letters Yud He Vav He, saying Ye He Ve He. Yehe vehe. Placing the light directly into the body, the solar plex. While scanning these letters, Yud He Vav He, we say and pronounce Yud He Vav He, putting the light inside the body. Going down, placing the light in the right leg. While scanning these letters, Yud He Vav He, while saying Yehe Ve He, Yehe Ve He. Placing the light into the productive organs. While scanning these letters, Yud He Vav He, once again, while saying Yehu Vu Vu Hu, Yehu You, Hu, Vu, Vu, Hu. Again, I'm going to state this. If you're having a hard time pronouncing it, you will continue to practice until you're confident enough to say it by heart. Until then, scanning these letters in Hebrew, right to left, looking good at it, meditate, close your eyes, and imagine those letters that you just scanned, and still you will be able to put the light inside the different parts of the body. It's just as efficient. Now placing the light into the feet while scanning these letters, Yud He Vav He, while saying You, Hu, Vu, Hu, You, Hu, Vu, Hu. Selah. After placing the light in the body, we thank the Creator for allowing us the opportunity to be able to go back to our original state. I would like to open the floor for a few minutes to add if there are any questions. Any questions? Do you need me to go over something else in the Tikkun HaNefesh, correction of the soul, that I can help you with the presentation before going on?
Can you send us a slow audio recording of this?
I definitely will send an audio at the end of this class. Like at the end of each class, I try to send the audio so you all can hear it as well. That would be my pleasure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we can go into the fourth line. The fourth line of the Ana Beco'ach. The fourth line of Ana Beco'ach is Yom Revi'i, which is Wednesday. Barachem, Taharem, Rachame, Sidkatecha, Tamid, Gomlem. I will say it again. Barachem, Taharem, Rakamem, Sidkatecha, Tamid, Gomlem. We will go over this together after I finish this presentation. This week...
Can you say it one more time?
Barachem, Taharem, Rachame, Sidkatecha, Tamid, Gomlem. we are connecting to the Sephirah Netzach, eternity. This week, we ask to connect with this energy. Bless them, purify them. Your compassion, righteousness always grant them. That is the meaning to what I just read. The first week, we ask to be in grace, chesed. We asked Creator to open the gates to the light. The second week, we asked him to banish Satan with courage, gvura. The third week, we asked for substance in healing and in physical substance, but in glory, tiferet. So we have learned that the first three lines, which are Ana, Beco'ach, Gdulat, Yemincha, Tatir, Tzrura. Those are the sequence of the letters in Hebrew for scanning. Kabel, Rinat, Amcha, Shegavenu, Taharenu, Nora. Those are the Hebrew letters once again. Kras Satan. Na, Gibor, Dorshe, Yechutcha, Kavevat, Shamram. This week, we meditate and pray on eternity, Netzach. Barachem, Taharem, Rachameh, Sidkatecha, Tamid, Gomlem. And connecting with this energy of the Sephirah Netzach, we are opening the gate to the fourth level of energy. Ask for the willpower and the perseverance to see things through to victory, to see past the obstacles and to achieve your goals. We connecting to Chesed and opened ourselves up to the tree of life reality with the first line of Ana Beco'ach. Now you have closed the gates to Satan with gvura, with courage. You are restricted in tiferet. We ask for glory. How long are you going to do it? For a week? For a month? For a year? 5 years? If you quit, if you stop connecting to this energy, if you stop your daily practices, if you stop being consistent, it is as if you never did it. Netzach mean I will never stop. I will commit to this energy for eternity. We are using this energy to follow through and prove victory in our spiritual work, in our daily lives. It is a lifestyle. Okay. Once again, we're going over the first 3 lines together. Are you all with me? You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ana, Beco'ach, Gdulat, Yemincha, Tatir, Tzrura. Kabel, Rinat, Amcha, Shegavenu, B'taharenu, Nora. Na, Gibor, Dorshe, Yechutcha, or Yekudecha, to make it easier, Kvavat, Shamram. Okay, now we're going to practice this one. It is, honestly, a little bit more difficult, but that's why we only have 1 line this week. Barakem, Taharem, Rakamem, Sidkatecha, Tamid, Gomlem. Anybody want to pronounce it? Anyone want to pronounce their lines from last week before we go over again the fourth line? Well, we heard yours, Angela. I am very proud of you. You did very well.
Yeah, I'll pronounce mine, especially since I wasn't on last week.
Okay. Good evening, Lorenzo.
Good evening. Ana Beco'ach Gadula Imenka Tatia Sora Kabel Renom Amenka Shekabeno Nora Ne Kabal Doshe Yemenka Kivu Shamra.
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate you for stepping out there and saying this. I'm sure this is the first time you probably ever tried Hebrew, and definitely in a prayer sense, because it's important that I say this too. Prayer Hebrew is not as easy as the everyday Hebrew. The words are a little bit more ancient, because remember, this is the Genesis prayer. So I want to congratulate you for stepping out there. I will help you by sending you an audio of me saying it a little bit slower that can help you pronounce them a little bit better. But I will say kol hakavod, which means good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, I guess we're going to go over it again. We can say all four lines together, and I will do my best to say them a little slower to make sure that everyone gets it. And I will say, we can say the fourth line, and then I will open the class up for any questions. Okay? So we're going to start over again with the beginning. Ana Beco'ach Gdulat Yemincha Tatir Tzrura Kabel Rinat Amcha Shegavenu Taharenu Nora Na Gibor Dor She Yekudecha Yehudecha. Remember, I said if it's easier for you all, you can always take the C's and switch them into a K. To be honest, in order for me to even be able to read it in phonics, I have to have some form of a ch to it. So that's why I have certain places where I actually put the K to make it easier for you all to pronounce. Yehudecha, you can actually use a K, so you can say Yekudecha. Yeah, so it'd be a lot easier to pronounce. Huh?
That's much easier.
Yeah, I know. Shomrem. Okay, we're gonna do Baraka, the fourth line. Barakem. Taharem. Rakhamei. Sidkaterka. Tamid. Gomlem. I did say what this first line, well, this fourth line, better yet, this fourth line meant. I would like to ask, like we did the previous weeks, what does that line mean to you? Bless them, purify them. Your compassion, righteousness, always grant them. We can go around the room or online one by one. Where are we going to start?
Hmm.
What we starting at? Who was supposed to read?
No, I would like to hear, when you hear bless them, purify them, your compassion, righteousness, always grant them. What does that mean to you?
Oh, like they say, wash them white as snow. And then when they say your compassion and your righteousness, I believe that's like calling upon. You know how they say God has different names? They calling on God's name of righteousness and to have compassion.
I like that. Angela, what do you think?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
My gut says, or the first thought was that we're wanting to be pure in thought and pure in intention, and that we want that to be blessed or placed upon us on a regular basis, of course, as we ask for that.
Okay.
Because in order to be blessed and purified, I mean, I should say, I believe you have to be in that place to be open to send that energy out in the right way. Meaning, I guess when I say right way, I mean your intentions.
Right. I like that.
But I do have a question.
Go ahead.
Maybe because I'm not actually reading what each line means, what the translation is for the previous three along with this one.
Okay.
But when it says bless them, purify them, who's actually speaking? And are we speaking, because when you say bless them, it's like, who's them? I mean, is that the collective or is that
That
me?
is definitely collective. Remember,
Okay.
the second line, well, the third line, we asked for unity. But a unity.
Okay, I see that.
Okay, so once you go past the unity, remember this Genesis prayer is personal, but it's for the whole. We are all one within the whole. We are all are part of the microcosm and the macrocosm. Right. So everything, remember we was talking about frequency and energy. When you putting that out there, how you can affect change on the masses. You don't even realize, and it's not, it's one of those things that you're not supposed to know every single detail. That's the lore aspect of us, of trying to understand. That's the ego trying to understand every little thing, where my energy going, this and that. You're saying the prayer with a pure heart, opening the gate, the light to you. You want it, again, this whole presentation to Tikkun HaNefesh is actually putting it directly inside your own body, which means that is 100% personal. But when you speaking the prayer, the Ana Beco'ach, you're calling on the energy for the whole, not just yourself. So when you say Barachem, Taharem, Rachamei Sitkatecha, it's for everybody, including self.
Perfect. Okay.
Anybody else want to tell us what bless them, purify them means to them?
I would say it's asking to be cleansed, to be protected, and to be led by the grace of God.
Yes, I definitely received that. I love that. Shaman, you got something for us?
Yeah, I think what it's saying is be of service to others by sharing your light, your personal light of God. When you share your personal light of God as the essence of God, that's compassion and righteousness. And you're always giving that. So if you're always in the space of righteousness or always in the light of God, then you're always blessing and purifying and forgiving and having compassion as well in a righteous state. So that's what I feel it is. It's being of service to others.
Definitely.
As the light
I
of
love
God.
that. The whole.
Yes, because if when you're saying prayers just for yourself, the first word that came to my mind, I mean, that can be selfish, but I don't mean that in a negative way. But when you're praying for the collective, that is service to others. That is a selfless thing to ask that God bless, others and purify them, and to grant compassion. That's being selfless and putting others, putting others before yourself.
Yes. And we definitely, when we was asking for substance and glory, we definitely asked for the whole. We asked for everyone to be restored, everyone to be with that energy, that light of God, in which we all can live peaceful.
Okay. So for me, blessings are more so, not blessings, prayers are more so an acknowledgement to all that God offers us.
Mm-hmm.
So compassion and righteousness, asking for it in a prayer, is also being thankful for him. When that always stands out for me,
Mm-hmm.
because we always ask for him to bless us. We always ask for him to purify us. And I feel like we're asking for compassion and righteousness when sometimes we might not necessarily deserve those blessings or feel like we do, or others may not feel like we do.
Mm-hmm.
So to ask for him to always be compassionate and always be righteous, no matter what is going on within ourselves, that's what it's about for me.
I really like that. Anybody else? Any questions?
Write it down.
Even any questions about today's presentation? We can also go over the prayer again. I will definitely send everyone the audio. I know that this is a lot of information, mainly by it being in a different language. I am available to help. Again, I really want each and every last one of us to tap into this energy. I want us to be continuously protected. Our energy fields closed and sealed and protected and full of love and light and help the whole. I'm the person that definitely want green trees and roses everywhere. But that's the reality that we live in, that each and every last one of us have to take the responsibility of uncovering the light within us. So I will open up the floor again for any questions pertaining the presentations in the last 3 weeks. Next week, we are diving into a little bit more information. Jamal?
Can you say the last part of like a normal rhythm so I can understand it like a normal speed?
The last part,
Fourth line.
or the last line, today's line?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ba, רחם, טהרם, רחמי, צדקתך, תמיד גומלם. This is a point where I really want to stress the importance of continuing to practice this daily. Again, if you're having a hard time pronouncing it, I understand. Just take it one step at a time. Give yourself grace and knowing that this is a new language. I am here to help. If you need a personal recording that you can carry around with your cell phone, call me. I will help. I want us to tap into this energy. It changed my life. I feel so different. Yeah, call me. You can ask me anything. You will know. I give you bits and pieces of my story. You wouldn't believe. It definitely changed my energy, my perspective, the way I feel, the way I view the world. It changes. It helps. And it definitely taps into the abundance. So hey, why not? Y'all took this commitment to come here. By joining this course, you have made this commitment. Thus, are part of Team TOR, Team of Remembrance. I want us to wake up to our original state. Remember who you are before all of this other stuff, before traumas, before the things that we know as life today. Each day we fill our lives with light. We work on our journey to become our true identity, purpose. As a team member, it is prudent to understand on this journey, we must strive for a life where the physical, the mental, and the emotional are integrated into spiritual. I want to bless you all with a prayer tonight. So I would like everybody to humble their spirits. Take a deep breath, breathe in. יברך יהוה וישמרנו. יאר יהוה פניו אלינו וחוננו. יישא יהוה פניו אלינו וישים עלינו משפחתנו, אנשי השלום, אנשי האור. Shalom. Once again, if there's not any more questions, no more questions, comments, I would like to say thank you very much. Toda rabba for you all's commitment to you all selves and trusting me to teach you all this prayer. I would like to say good evening, which is Laila Tov, to everyone.
Thanks, Freya.
You're welcome, Angela.
You are so appreciated. I just want you to know that.
I really appreciate hearing that. Thank you so much. I love you.
Love you too. Yay. Like a little kid over here.
Oh, I feel the same way.
Oh, do we have homework by the way?
Oh, absolutely. I'm waiting.
Okay,
I am still, for those who haven't sent their video audio to me for the first 3 lines, I am waiting. I did make sure that in you all's emails, you did receive my number again, just in case it got lost in the other emails. So yes. Everyone has my number. You can text me if you need a small coaching before, but I do want to hear. Now you all have 4 lines to take the time to practice, and please send it to me by, I would say, Tuesday. Yeah. By Tuesday, I would love to hear you all. I'm y'all biggest cheer, and I can't wait.
Awesome.
Laila Tov. You're welcome.
Would I still need to send you my video?
You sure do. You do. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you a personal audio so you can go over it again, and then that way you can do it with, how you say, some extra backbone.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, doke. So, bye.